it made me respect J. Cole as a label, as a head of a label.
Okay, I agree
Because
with
I didn't
you.
know what he could do for her, for R&B wise. Because I always felt like before this one, I was like, yo, like I wish that she would get some of the looks that the other singers are getting, the female singers are getting, or the recognition and the like nods. I feel like I feel like she like is and no pun intended, like a J. Cole of her of R&B for her, if that makes sense.
Okay,
Like,
I'm with you on that. I like that. I think, and this happens with a lot of artists, executives, and shit. Right? They have a hard time stepping out of the limelight to make all the focus about the artist. And I only really see that happening in rap case is Ross. Ross is probably the only person that I've seen him champion behind like his signed artists and making it about them. I watched him do it with Wale. I watched him do it with Meek. Even with Stally. Like, I know Stally album silently came out on MMG, but it was kind of like he did what he needed to do, and he let him go. And 50.
That's true. Yeah, 50 was definitely, they definitely wanted to see like, yo, I got you the platform. You should be able to run with the ball now by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I agree with that part too.
And Cole has done very well with all his artists, and it's very crazy because that's a packed ass roster. Like, even down to what he's allowed, well, not so much allowed, but what they have done with Earth Gang. I became a fan. Like, I didn't like when people was like comparing them to Outkast, because that's just the old nigga in me was kind of like coming through. It's already on.
That's real. That's real.
It's already.
But
We good. We just trying to make sure that we don't block him.
All right.
Yeah. So I think you good. You good.
like, yo, they like. Yeah, it made me respect them. Like, really, and even with Earth Gang too, though. Like, because I'm shocked that I'm becoming a fan of them. Like, as much. Like, they like, I'll listen to them every once in a while. They'll get me with a song. Like, so I definitely will say I like how he's let them grow and how their fan base is growing for them. But her though, like, I did not know what he was gonna do with her. I didn't know what her next step was gonna be. But that album.
Yeah. When you say you didn't know what her next step would be, do you feel like she was stagnant as an artist?
Yeah, I don't know. Not even not stagnant. Maybe just like I feel like there were other artists getting more recognition, and I felt like to me than Ari was, and I felt like Ari was a better singer than a lot of the female artists out there, and for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't feel like I don't know. I didn't feel like that last album did her justice as much as this album. Like, this album, like, top to bottom, like.
The album grew on you, Lauren?
I still haven't really given it a listen through, but I love Shea Butter.
No.
Like,
he talking about the
more recent one.
Yeah.
In comparison to the first one.
That
the first
was
album
the
was
second album.
It was,
yeah.
but that was her first big
like
album. Like, that's a start to finish for me. So it's like, this second album, I haven't listened it through all the way, but what I have heard, it doesn't compare.
Yeah, he's saying the opposite.
Really?
Yeah,
you're saying the opposite. Yeah, I'm not
what?
all the way through.
I said the same thing too. I have to go back and listen to the first one too.
Like, the first one was like I couldn't wait to see her perform it. Like, it was like a must see. And it was
she's
amazing.
hilarious performing, yo.
She's hilarious on a regular dog. Did you when we went to go see her in Vegas, she was on the Day in Vegas lineup last year. Yo, she has stage presence. She has personality. Like, all of that works to her advantage. She was just on there talking crazy. Like, everybody get your motherfucking hands in the air. Like, girl,
that's
what are you doing?
Like, her personality, like, she is a fool, but she's so talented, man. Like, her personality really shines out. Like, I can see if she does, like, even how she does like on Instagram Live.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Like just having having a regular conversation, just saying the stupidest shit ever.
Yep.
And niggas be still all in there for her. Like I definitely could see like if she were to like 5 years from now, like if she were to do like a podcast or like even get on radio, I could see her being a personality.
Yeah.
Like her personality definitely does shine.
Exactly. She's full package to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it doesn't compare to the first?
I'm saying that now only having listened to like the first 5 songs on the new album.
This
so
is
I
actually
can't.
her third album though.
I know.
Yeah,
I do know that.
The first one is 4, right?
Yeah, and I didn't like that
I didn't listen to it.
The second album, Shea Butter Baby, made me go back and listen to that album.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't think it compared, but that might be on some that second album was really like a mainstream album.
Yes, I agree.
So in turn, it's kind of like the sound is different.
Was the first album on
Dreamville?
Dreamville, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one with Backseat, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Backseat is old.
Yeah. Oh,
Backseat is old.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it blew up more recently, but it's a very old song.
I agree too. Like
she had a couple songs.
I think I heard Backseat like 2016.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's old. Yeah.
So since we're on R&B, I was looking at your playlist. You have like an interesting love for R&B. Like, where did that start?
I just think let me see, probably my cousins.
Okay.
Because with them, I heard a lot of R&B from them. Like they would play a lot of Aaliyah and Timbaland and Missy Elliott and Genuine. Like that was their thing. Like my cousin was a big Aaliyah fan.
Mm-hmm.
And so from there, I would just listen to whatever they were playing. So from them, 702, what's that group? Was it Black?
Black.
Yeah.
That was a dope album.
Yeah, and then even Tyrese, even Next, and Donnell Jones, like everything was played. Everything that was on Cedar's World. Like,
damn.
Everything that was on
Yo, I love Cedar. It would come on at 2:00 every day.
Yes.
2:00 every day. And it would be like, I catch the tail end of it coming home from school.
Yep, you get that, then you get Hits from the Street.
And in the basement.
Rhapsody right there.
Yep.
So, when we was talking, all right, so we was just talking about the R&B. How deep does it go for you with like music? Like, are you? Because for me, like, because of my dad, he would play certain music when he was cutting our hair when we were younger. So in turn, we would, me personally, I would get into like the liner notes of like who produced this or who was a writer on that. Are you that kind of person?
As I got older, yes, now, because I like to see who is behind the scenes. Because as you get older, like around that time, in my mind, like as an 8-year-old, I'm thinking that Aaliyah's writing all those songs.
Yeah.
And Missy Elliott has nothing. I don't know what Missy Elliott's part into that, or Missy Elliott's part into a lot of R&B singers songs. So now getting older, like and being able to look at the credits, I like to go on Wikipedia a lot and see who produced what, who wrote what. Mm-hmm. Or even I think Tidal has that. There you can see the credits for there. Mm-hmm. So I like to see who's in the background now more. Like I found out, what's his name? Kevin, I forget this. I gotta find his blog.
Halslum?
No, it was this. I'm really mad. I can't remember his name. Kevin. He wrote this. I remember because he wrote this. He wrote Virgo's Groove for Beyonce.
Oh,
I gotta find his name, but I know he wrote something.
Let me look
Beyonce.
it up.
And then even
Sid wrote on the album. She wrote
Plastic Off the Couch.
Yep, and who's on the background? I think it's Sabrina Claudio is on the background vocals. I don't know if you know her, but like she's a fire R&B artist.
Yeah. She got a song with Sir that I like too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know Vance. He be talking about her too. He love her too.
Shout out to my bro Vance.
Yeah, that's an R&B head right there too. Vance is a real R&B. Vance.
Old soul.
Yeah,
Vance is an old soul.
Him and then even Miles, like Miles is an 80 nigga. Like that nigga lives like sure. I swear a lot of times like living with him, like all you heard was a lot of R&B, a lot of 80s R&B from this nigga, like or early 90s. Like those two niggas are like some probably I say bigger R&B heads probably than me too.
Mm-hmm. Levin Kali, is that who you're
referencing?
Okay, he co-produced it with The Dream.
He has a song. A song with Sid. I forget the song he had. I forget what that song is called. But he has a song with Sid I first heard, and I really liked that song. And I really became a fan of him ever since that, John. Okay. But then to see him be able to get a chance to write with Beyonce, I was like, all right. Like, it makes you impressed from that part, like, to see how these people that you got onto, see how far they grow. So, I think that part makes me interested, like, to see who's behind the scene credits. Like, because even, like, with Beyonce, then you just see that she's just never going to divorce the dream. Like,
no. She love that nigga.
Never. Like, that man can do no wrong.
I didn't think she was going. She was working a lot with what's her name? What's the dark skinned singer name? She writes a lot. She wrote a lot for Beyonce.
From the UK, Estelle.
Normani?
No. She was just talking about it.
Oh, Paula. No. The joint that's on the Gucci song.
Yes. Yes.
Drop it, little girl. Drop it, little girl.
Her.
Who?
Esther Dean?
Yes. Esther Dean, yes.
Oh, that's my girl.
You was close to
Yeah.
Yeah. She writes for Beyonce a lot.
Yeah, I think she wrote Let's Start Over.
Yeah.
And she wrote a lot for Rihanna, too.
Yup. Like, she got a mean pen.
Yeah.
I want her to come back. Like, I want her to come back and write for somebody and give them another hit. Like, if it got to be Rihanna at the Super Bowl, I'm all for it. Just because her, like you said, her opportunity is
sick.
Yeah, bro.
She's sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
And I don't know if like her work is as well known as it should be. I don't think it is. Like she has had a part in writing huge songs. Huge songs.
Bro, when I found out she was on Gucci, I Think I Love Her, I was like,
that
that's wild.
That was insane. Like, who? This is who with the animated voice and all of that? Like,
you would never think that's the same person.
Verse pen, yo.
Yep.
Damn.
Like,
yeah, I like.
But you know what? I think would you say that that's something they kind of like? I guess a singer songwriter is that their goal to kind of just be in the background as much, or like because I feel like I feel like for her to get that recognition, she should have did the verses. She could have probably did the verses one of those songwriters like with
They got to get back to verses like somebody. That. They moved too far away from. I don't know who's writing this to who's actually performing it. So now we talking about the performances and stuff like that. I enjoyed the earlier verses. The earlier verses where it was, I didn't know you wrote that.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like that's the surprise element of it, and they moved so far away. And then it was like once they did the Lots one, it was like it's no way we can really go back because it's an entertainment factor now.
Yeah, that's a good point. I never thought about that part too. Like, because they could have definitely just like, even if it's like a concert wise, y'all could have just put it like you just playing your music and just let everybody just groove from there, like and just hear the work. Like it shouldn't have to be just about performance because not everybody can do what the Lots did.
Oh my God, that was a hell of a night.
First off, that felt like a real concert. The setup was dope. I'm jealous that y'all got the experience. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Like I'm happy for y'all, but like that, seeing that show, like wow. And you know what's crazy? It was like everybody keep asking, "How the hell did y'all go?" And I was like, "I don't know how Corey did that."
Yo, but I just went online. I went online.
Apparently, selling tickets.
I do not play with. I don't play with concerts, and I don't play when it comes to buying Supreme. I do not play. I make sure that this gets done at 11 o'clock Thursday and 10 a.m. whenever these tickets go on sale. And I'm like a person that I just like to have fun, bro. Like, so it's like I want to be able to experience certain things, but I also want people around me to experience it too. Yeah. So it's like going to like WrestleMania. Like, I made it a point that it's kind of like I don't want to go to those events unless I could get the memorabilia chair. Like, so I make it a purpose. It's like I tell my brother all the time, like, listen, hey, bro, you need to have your money together because I'm not playing this game. I'm not playing this game. I'm not sitting nowhere because I did that shit at one WrestleMania 2 years ago. And we sat in the fucking nosebleed. Not really the nosebleeds, but we was high up. And I'm just sitting there like, you motherfucker.
You don't enjoy it as much. Like,
Yeah.
that's something I look at it like wrestling events and concerts are things that you genuinely enjoy.
Yeah.
And because of that,
That's
you're
true.
willing to, it's worth it. It's worth the money for you. And that makes sense. Knowing your lane, whatever it may be, like, this is something that I really enjoy. And because of that, I'm going to spend whatever I need to spend to make sure I enjoy it.
Yeah, but on the flip side of that, that's when I met Smoke Dizza and Westside Gun, though.
Yeah.
So it was just like, it was a give and
really-
a curse. He kind of made up for it at that point.
Oh,
I was just like, all right, bro, all right, I love you. I love you. We cool. But, yeah, and that goes the same for Beyonce. That's why I'm like, listen.
When them tickets drop.
Oh, that's another thing. Rock, what was your first reaction listening to the Beyonce record? The Beyonce album and the Drake album? Because it's kind of in the same lane of what they outside of their normal bubble.
Yeah, I think with Beyonce, it made me like Beyonce's more album after like I heard Drake's, like, because one, I feel like you could actually I feel like Beyonce's album, I would want to hear that more in a club or a party than Drake's album.
Yeah.
Drake's album is just too sad for me. Like, I don't want to hear I don't want to hear this sad stuff. Like, I don't care what kind of beat you put over it, these sad lyrics while I'm having fun. Like, that's not the motive. Like,
Right.
Beyonce kind of has a little funk to her music too. Like,
Yes.
it's still disco, but it's still got a little funk. It's still got a little edge to it, and it's a groove to it. Like, it's a better. I feel as a whole package, a better groove to like play different songs on the in the club, from "Cuff It Up" to Virgo's Groove.
Yup.
Like, and then if you want to get to the disco tracks, they got a bunch of them for you. Like, you see how people all these videos come out with "Break My Soul," like that. So I don't know, man. Like, it made me just whatever Drake was trying to do. I feel like Beyonce did a better job at it.
Absolutely.
That's exactly what I said, bro.
Yeah, it was. This is what Drake intended for. But you know what? You made your first comment was, I don't think it's a new lane for Beyonce.
Okay.
It was a new lane for Drake.
Yeah.
Beyonce with Renaissance, she gave me. Y'all know the song "Blow" by Beyonce off of the Beyonce album.
Oh, no,
I can't wait till I get home. It's very upbeat. It's skate music. It's dance music. It's like skate music. You could play Renaissance in a skating ring.
That's a fact.
You're right. That's real.
It's a skating album.
I should be going
Hell
around the fucking rink.
Hell yeah. But like she returned to that sound is what my point was. She's given us music like that before. That's like a younger version of her. Very fun. We talked about this.
Kids.
She moved into this like rapper wife and I'm not a fan of that Beyonce. I like fun ass Beyonce, singing ass Beyonce.
You know what? And even to your point too, like you were saying, like, yo, she always does make music for dancing. Yes. And then even I think about the only disco song I could think from Beyonce first thought of, I don't know why, is I think it's a song her and Missy Elliott had on the Fighting Temptation soundtrack.
Oh my God!
Oh, you
Fighting
talking
Temptation
about
soundtrack.
Oh no, wait, not
Summertime was my shit, bro. Oh my God, I was just listening to that last week, bro. I love that fucking song.
Wait. Off of Fighting Temptation.
I forget what the song was. It might be called Fighting Temptations. It might be called that, but it has sort of it reminds me of. I think that's the one time I can remember Beyonce on some kind of little disco sound a little to me, like. But this one, like you said, like she went back to just singing and just like having people on the dance floor. Like that's why Verzuz Groove is so fire.
That song, I literally last Saturday morning I was blasting Renaissance in the crib, like 11 o'clock in the morning, and I did it to like focus and like write something out. But like it's like music you can't help but dance to. It don't matter where you are when you. It's an instant mood booster.
Yeah. Now, I will say this. I'll give Drake this. I did like Sticky. That song could have been played at 923.
But is that
very
because,
much 923 vibes?
Is that because you guys like us down here play club mixes? Is that the reason you can associate it with Baltimore club mix?
Yeah, that's like Philly. I don't feel like Philly. I feel like now, like some of the people I give Philly like the club, like props to the club mix a little bit. I feel like not to say that Baltimore music should get it first. Mm-hmm. I think it's my beef for Jersey club music. Like I for some reason I feel like Jersey club music gets more look now than Philly club music did. But that probably could also be that because Jersey never gave up on club music. I think Philly at some point we kind of did.
Yeah, it was a phase for us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was a phase. Okay. It wasn't like it nowhere near the way Baltimore club music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like we played Baltimore club music in Philly, but
yeah,
it was
I heard
like
Miss Tony on Sunday. What is it? Sunday school. Sunday school with what's your Cosmic Kev?
Oh, yeah, Street Banger. Yeah. What's her name? My girl, Diamond Cuts. She plays a lot of club music. Let's go.
Yeah, Diamond Cuts. Yeah,
yeah, she does.
She does a lot of that, but like really and truly, that's not a thing in Philly no more. Like it was an era.
Yeah, I think that's probably why like it kind of slowed down for us in Philly. Like, because once Damage stopped playing, it was like, all right, like because he was big on that joint too, like playing club music. But Jersey, they still did it, and for Baltimore, it was like that. It started from there, so it was like Baltimore they don't really have to prove anything when it comes to club music like that. Exactly. Jersey just loves dance music or just club or house music. Period. So they're just gonna keep. I feel like club music is like this generation's form of house music. Like, so they're just all going to keep messing with it.
Yeah. So recently, earlier this week, I seen Just Blaze on Talib Kweli podcast. Yeah. And Just Blaze, first, I would like to give a disclaimer. I used to go around saying that Jersey Club isn't real. Right? You know me.
You said that to me.
I was like, bro, that shit don't exist. But Just Blaze made a point that the sample and pretty much the foundation of Baltimore club music comes from a Jersey house record that it was called Dick Control. It's called Dick Control, and he was basically saying that dum 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 dum, which is all the basis for all. That's Watch Out for the Big Girls. That's all the different early 90s Baltimore club mixes, and I get it. But then it was like, after a while, the K-Swift era for us is what really like set it off. Rest in peace, K-Swift. It really was like, you know, you got the Rider Girls. You had like, at that point, they started to make songs. So it was like, it kind of changed from like just chant music to, we could play Rider Girl at any time of the day during the regular day and get the same reaction that they would get when they play it on Rap Attack at night. So it's like,
did Dance My Pain Away come from Baltimore?
Yes, it did. I got problems. Dance my pain away. Story.
Niggas
was really in there Wu-Tang in the day. That was an era. That was college. We was at Temple. Like, that was a thing. Going to 923. What was the joint? Shampoo.
Yes.
Foam night and shit. Like, yes. What's the joint in on 7th and Gerard? Samba.
Samba.
Yeah, that was an era for us during our college years.
Yes, crazy. It definitely was. Like, that definitely was a time right there. I do. Going back to your point, Corey, what you said about with Just Blaze saying that it started with house music up to Jersey. I can't see that because Jersey, like that, I do remember hearing like my family's from Newark, so I remember hearing a lot of house music from them. Like they made me like a little bit of house music before it started getting a little more popular now, like in like DJ settings right now. Like I remember hearing what's the song? Follow Me. I think it's by Ali.
Oh yeah, Follow Me.
Man, that song and Green Funky Dogs, Fired Up. I think about Newark, New Jersey cookouts. Like,
damn.
When I see you, make me lose all control. So that beat, that boom, boom, boom. But I was like, oh, this is so fire. As a young boy, I was like, and they used to play it all the time at the skating rinks too. That used to be this thing. They love going to the skating rings and playing house music.
Yeah.
It reminds us of Backyard Band last night.
Yeah, and it's I did not know Slim,
Big G,
Slim from The Wire was the leader of the damn band. Like,
I was like, yeah, that's Slim. That's Slim Charles. I was like, what?
The thing about the old days is
that boy Marlo ain't having
old
that.
Days.
I'm sorry.
That was
I'm sorry. I can't partake in these jokes because I haven't seen The Wire in its entirety.
Cut this shit off. Cut this shit the fuck off.
Wait.
Oh,
I'm
nigga.
sorry. It's on my watch list, like for HBO Max. I just
Make it happen.
They can move that to the top. Put
Immediately.
that in Corey.
Like, there was so many stuff that came out on HBO that I didn't have an opportunity to watch them back then. But now that I got that joint, I was like, all right.
I mean, I ain't gonna hold you.
I just finished The Sopranos.
Okay, that's another class. No, that is a classic.
I'm not saying that, but he just said I just finished it.
Yeah, I just got into that.
So like, what, like, is that like how you grew up? Like, you didn't have the opportunity to watch it growing up, or is just never interested you?
I didn't. It would probably be both because I had a black church mom that was trying to be strict about everything. And we could not watch.
Okay.
And she didn't have HBO for me to be able to use.
Okay.
Yep.
So I was like, so it was both of those things. I remember she got mad at me because I went to see Harry Potter. I was
Witchcraft.
like, come on,
Witchcraft, bro.
Okay, yeah,
Yo,
right.
black church moms did not play that shit.
Yo,
Didn't celebrate Halloween. You didn't listen to certain, like that. That was not a thing.
Yo,
I feel
they trying
that.
to drag you to Hallelujah night on Friday? Like, come on, bro.
That was not a thing. But to your
My
point,
mom was the worst. She was being too extreme to me because we had just converted from Islam, so it was like, it was like, come on, man. Like, I'm not used to this. Like,
right.
I can sleep on Sundays. Now you got me waking up and get mad at me that I'm sleeping in church. Like, come on.
What do you want from me?
The system, man.
Nah, I mean, to your point though, I didn't watch The Wire while it was airing because we ain't have HBO. My parents wasn't paying for that shit, so I literally didn't have access to it. But as an adult, I've watched it.
Yeah.
Was your first time watching it when we binge watched it at the house?
Yeah, that was my first time watching the whole series.
Yeah, like I'm the youngest of 5, right? So in the house, it was kind of like free range, shall I say? And it's because everybody's older.
Right,
like you know, like my closest sibling to me is 3 years apart, but then after that it's 10. So it's like coming over Sunday or them actually still living there or whatever. And we watched The Wire was so big because I can go 10 minutes down the road and see it.
Right.
10, 15 minutes down the road.
It was so familiar.
Yeah, like I could go from where I live and hit corners of Mondama. It's The Wire, The Corner. Like those shows, it actually with The Corner, they had scenes from like Ricestown Road, which is like 10 minutes from me. Yeah. Like, cause I live in Pikesville. So the bottom of Ricestown Road is like the hood. It's Park Heights. It's Park Heights. And then the top is up there in Pikesville. So it's like,
you're on the other end.
Like you
Corey,
ever
can
see,
I ask you this?
What's up?
Like you've been to Philly, so you've been to Philadelphia a couple times. You've seen Kensington, right?
I have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amsterdam.
What part of Baltimore is being referred to as Kensington?
Nigga said Amsterdam.
Amsterdam.
It's definitely giving. That's a Wire.
That's
Once you watch The Wire,
reference.
you'll know what Amsterdam is. Like, it's giving much.
Bro, I'm gonna say like not as bad. Like as far as like that shit is a whole nother country in Kensington. Like I could not believe like how bad that was. But I mean, you could see glimpses of that all over the city. But like South Baltimore. South Baltimore get crazy, bro. Like, and I wouldn't go down there, bro.
Yeah.
And I know niggas be like, "Oh, you from the county, so you don't, nigga." That don't mean shit. I grew up in a space in a family that you know where to be when to be there.
Yeah.
Like, I have no business going down Mondawmin unless I'm buying sneakers. Mm-hmm. Like, that was really the only reason that I would venture down into Mondawmin or the city in general, to be honest. Like, but to answer your question, I'm gonna say South Baltimore. I know somebody might say something differently based off of their experiences in the city, but as far as like the wild shit, South Baltimore, North Avenue, shit like that. Like it's
nasty work there.
But Kensington
I was watching a documentary, and Kensington is considered the epicenter for drugs on the East Coast.
Wow.
Like, it's certain stipulations to it, but like the amount of drugs that flows through that area is like no other on the East Coast. It's crazy to think about that.
I've never seen no shit like
especially
that,
because
that shit like New Jack City.
Like, Kensington was all like, my mom went to Kensington High School, actually. Yeah, my mom's from North, so both my parents from North Philly, but like my mom went to Kensington for a while, then she went to Girls High. But like, was
it like that in the 90s?
I don't think it was that bad to where the zombies would just like walk in front of your car type shit. Because nowadays it's like I gotta maneuver through zombies to get through the neighborhood.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? I don't think it was that bad.
I do think because I do think everything like in Philly got a little worse, like got crazy after the pandemic. Like once the pandemic hit.
For sure.
Because it used to be like even the L is something I don't like taking. Like
hell no, yo,
like,
that's what.
Like, because the L used to be back then, like even before the pandemic, like at a certain time we were cool, like you wasn't doing no BS. But like after the pandemic, like now all the zombies come on the daytime. That's not supposed to happen. They checkers. After you buy them something. Bro, like they do what they were supposed to be. Now there's no order, and just like that.
The zombies don't know that their time is between.
Yeah, they supposed to
that nigga said it's no order.
Yo, like in the nights, like if you was coming home late and you on the L, I expect to see someone homeless sleeping there. Yeah. Someone, a zombie walking through the day, got the crazy core strength because they can't fall no matter how they move. Like, they drooling. You see some nasty stuff, like, but you know that because of what time it is, you know that it's like this is messed up, but this is happening this time.
It's party
now
time.
In the daytime, bro,
them niggas party all day.
That nigga said it's party time.
Yeah. That's why when I was telling you, for me to get to work on public transportation, the L would be the easiest option. I don't want to take it though. I do not want to take that by myself, especially with daylight savings coming up. Like, I'm not getting on that fucking train in the dark to come ride all the way back up. Ride all back out.
Unless you have a license to carry. Like,
it's too dangerous, bro.
Yeah, between them and it's crazy. These young boys, man, like
it's a whole nother story.
Yeah, that's
sick.
These youngsters is wild.
Yeah,
but. I do want to ask, like, what was your favorite R&B albums this year? Like, did you have one?
Blast, hands down, bro. That boy don't miss. Blast don't miss.
That was a crazy album, and I like his. It's he's very much homegrown, and it's obvious in his music. That's a West Coast nigga to the day he died.
I just seen that nigga doing a crip walk in Amsterdam.
I
was like,
that's a West Coast nigga.
I was like, God, this nigga was moving like fucking OT Jennings. I was like, this nigga's nice. But nah, Blast, and what I like about Blast is he jumps on these records and he commands the attention. Like the record changed to whatever style he is. His style of music, his style of singing. The artist that even if he's a feature on it, they had to adapt. The beat even adapts to him. It's like he lays the vocals and then they figure out the beat around the vocals.
Yep.
And it's amazing because the Kehlani joint, I got a nice little run, bro. Like it's like the Kehlani joint, the Burna Boy joint, and then the Chris Brown joint. Them three, he smoke every one of them, bro. Yeah, that boy is nice, man.
I do like Bless. I gotta hear his his project. I didn't get his album.
Okay,
gotta hear that show.
Definitely,
it's good. It's a good listen. Yeah, I mean, off of that, Kehlani. Kehlani album has been in. She dropped it in April. It has been in rotation since it dropped.
That's a good album.
Since it, and you know what? I think I don't. Not that she's underrated because she's still like at that level of more underground people versus mainstream. She's not as mainstream as, you know what I mean, other R&B artists today. Like she's not as mainstream as Summer Walker.
You're right. I'll ask like who are R&B singers that you feel like, I guess what levels they are, because like who are the R&B stars now? Like
honestly, and I'm not including like the obvious like Beyonce's and stuff. She's superstar. I'm not including superstar type thing.
Okay.
I would give it to I'd give it to Summer Walker. She's big. I'd probably give it to SZA.
Yeah.
SZA has grown a lot.
I agree.
She needs better stage presence.
She does. I'm trying to think who else was out this year.
SZA, Summer Walker, Ari.
Her for sure. Her is very mainstream. Her is very much mainstream.
Ari.
Jasmine Sullivan is working her way up. She's getting up there.
I agree.
She's getting up there. She's becoming very mainstream.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I don't know. I think she's close to being a superstar. Like after that Grammy Award, finally getting that Grammy. Like I don't know. Or maybe like I don't know if because I guess my other question to ask you, like, are there any current superstars R&B?
Undoubtedly. Oof.
Because I was talking to somebody like the issue of talking to D about like what the issue is with R&B. He thinks there's not a lot of superstars. He said that he's thinking that Chris Brown was the last R&B superstar. And I'll just ask y'all like your opinions on that, like because I think like a superstar, to me is where when they have a run and they drop, you can't escape them.
Superstar to me, you're a household name in any household. Beyonce is a household name. Jay-Z is a household name. Rihanna's a household name. Chris Brown is a household. You can ask somebody's 90-year-old grandma who is Chris Brown, and she know he's a singer. That's all she got to know.
Usher.
Yeah.
I think
Chris Brown would be the last one.
Yeah.
Trey Songz was on his way,
and then he started the dumb shit.
Damn.
Or it came out. I don't know what came first.
He disappointed me. Like
sad,
bro.
Yeah,
man. Like
disappointing because he had it all.
You know what? No, even before that, I was disappointed with Trey. Like I stopped caring for Trey. No BS, no bullshit. What was the? It was what was the big thing yet?
Oh, you talking about? It was Trey Day. It was what was that? Ready?
Trey Day.
Passion, Pain, and Pleasure. Oh, Anticipation.
Anticipation too. That was the last.
Is that red cover? Like. Is that the red?
That's
cover?
gray and red, ain't it?
Yes, that was the one that was red. That he was performing on stage. He was on stage performing. It
was
red.
Right.
I think he had Find a Place.
Be with me tonight,
girl.
Like,
yeah,
he just fell off to me. He just wanted to be a rapper. Like, he wanted to just be more. And I just got tired of it from him. I was like, you know what? This is all you're gonna do. You know, I'll just find somebody else. Like, I'll just go back to the old you that I used to like. Because everything else was just. It just wasn't hitting for me, man. Like even before, like he got to all the wild stuff, where it's like, yo, you just
I really can't fuck with you now, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's like,
you got character flaws, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like this is personal.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, why are you? It's like, bro, like I'm about to get. It's like, yo, why?
Yep, I agree. We get it.
Ready or Trey Day?
Oh boy.
Oh, ready. Ready.
Like, here's the thing. Two things can be true. Like I always say, two things can be true. That's my favorite. Two things can be true.
No, don't get me. You're right, Locke. Because I'm gonna be wrong. Like Trey Day, like
it's
Bun Beater, baby.
They have
bumpy intro. Oh my god!
You know what I compare it to? It sort of depends on my mood for the day. How I go back and forth between the two is how I compare like the two Rick Ross joints I like. It's like depending on how I'm feeling. It could be Ready. It could be Trey Day on the Rick Ross side. It could be
So what is Trey Day? So
Teflon Don or whatever.
What kind of mood is Trey Day?
That's fun.
Ready is like in the video, baby. Ready is like more spicy mood. Like Ready is like niggas feeling spicy, but like Trey Day is like I'm finna belt out these songs in the car, in the kitchen while I'm clean. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I gotta figure it out.
Yeah.
That pussy coming for my baby.
Like, that boy was singing from his heart. That was like, he could have had a video in leather pants in the rain for that shit. And that would have went very well together. Like, he was giving very much original R&B during that era.
Yeah,
that boy meant
no
every last word he sang then, he meant that shit.
Yeah, he meant that. he was doing that shit too.
Yeah.
100%.
I probably would put Trey Day the third, because I would definitely put Just Gotta Make It second. Like, that first album.
Really? You put that above Trey Day?
That first, because my cousin, that was another one. My cousin and my aunt loved that album when that first came out. They was playing it all throughout the house, and I just grew up loving that album. Like, between Just Gotta Make It,
that remix was very fucking odd, bro. I don't know, and I specifically remember that shit.
Exist to me.
Nah, fuck that. Let's talk about that. That nigga had Juvenile and Aretha Franklin on this fucking remix, nigga.
Hey, sir.
But I found out.
Shout out to Juvie. That's my boy.
There's certain things that I saw that I was like, I'm not even entertained listening to that. That don't even sound like, it's like,
hey Trey, this is Aretha.
It's like seeing a meal that just sounds weird. Just like, I'm not gonna even try to listen to what that's about. No, I'm just gonna leave that there.
I don't even have. I gotta make it in my library, bro.
Oh man, that shit was crazy. Like, and that's when I found out early on. I found out that he got his start being her background singer.
Aretha
Yeah, we just talked about
that. Makes sense.
Yeah. So I mean, but that nigga,
like, Auntie, come do me a favor.
Yeah, nigga, I'm
in the middle. You're behind.
Like
yo,
cheat on you. Come on.
Cheat on. All right, now we getting into B-sides now.
Come on, man.
We getting into the B-sides.
Was a classic,
nigga, what?
Bro.
I remember. Listen, Cheat on You was my anthem for a nigga that wasn't cheating, but I wanted to.
Toxic.
I wanted to.
Toxic.
You gotta feel me on this. What? Nigga was talking about
these niggas is having a whole concert.
What?
It makes you wanna cheat, and then you acting like crazy.
God.
Nah, that nigga. Listen, that and the Only You is him and Jay-Z. It's really the Allure remix.
Yes,
it's the Allure remix.
I love that version.
That boy sung his heart out, bro. I was like, nah, I can chill.
Girl.
Oh my mind.
You, girl.
All times and
no matter what.
That album, bro.
You.
I may have to. Trey Day is my shit. Oh wait, damn, I forgot because Wonder Woman is on Trey Day.
Yep.
Yeah, nigga.
Sex for Your Stereo, No Clothes On, Wonder Woman. What's the John? Last Time is on Trey Day, ain't it?
Oh, what's the second song? What's the second song?
Second single?
No. The second song on it. It originally had BG on it.
Long Gone Missing?
Yeah, long gone missing. When I'm up in this club.
Store Run.
Nigga had BG on that. That was very odd. But Drama was on it too. Oh, Drama is still on it. But I think it was initially a mixtape record. So
this is a run right here. Wonder Woman. So on the album, number 3, Wonder Woman, then No Clothes On, then Sex for Your Stereo is
when you see me
a fucking bop. Then it goes to Last Time. Then it goes to Can't Help But Wait. That boy had a run.
What album is that?
This is Trey Day. He had a run on that album, bruh.
Hey
He
now.
had a run on that album.
I gotta think about this. Damn.
Yeah, go back now.
But no, I still stand by. I still stand by Ready. Being
What's on Ready?
All right, hold on. I'm pulling up the track list.
Oh, Ready? What? Panty Dropper intro.
Neighbors Know My Name. So the sequence is Panty Dropper into Neighbors Know My Name into I Invented Sex into I Need a Girl. Huge. Into One Love, Does He Do It, Say I, LOL Smiley Face, Ready to Make Love, Jupiter Love, Be Where You Are, Successful.
I gotta stick by my shit, but yes, nigga, that's good.
Holla If You Need Me, Your Side of the Bed. Like,
what?
Your side of the bed.
I'm thinking Ready is a little, Ready is still.
That's a run of 2 albums, bro.
That's Ready.
Because after that, I stopped listening to him.
Passion, Pain, and Pleasure was next?
Who had a better 3-1 album between him, or put it in order between Trey, Chris, and Neo?
Trey.
What's your run for Chris? What's your 3 for Chris? Give me your 3 for all 3 of them.
Chris would be the Chris Brown album.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be the exclusive, and then you got to put in Graffiti. People swear by Graffiti. I haven't gone back and listened to Graffiti.
I haven't either. But exclusive, I'll give you that. I go back and listen to exclusive to this day.
Yeah.
Yeah, exclusive is that shit now.
And the first joint.
Yo, Neo, I don't know. Neo might have number one for me.
I've never been a big Neo fan.
What are your three? What are your three for Neo?
What was it? I think the first album was called Stay. Is the first album called Stay With Me?
So Sick. Oh no, yeah, I'm So Sick. Wasn't one album called Because of You?
The second one. The second was Because of You, and then the third one is Year of the Gentleman. Yeah. Year of the Gentleman had
in my own
Year
words.
of the Gentleman had
Miss Independent?
Miss Independent. It had Miss Independent. It had Single. That was my shit.
That was my shit too. That was a party song.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Mad did that, right?
Shit,
yeah, Mad is on there.
No, but he drew. This is why I knew Dio was going to a terrible place, but he added who was that? What was that R&B group that Donnie Wahlberg was in?
New Kids on the Block?
Yes, he added them to the song. Like, they had a video and he put them all on there. I was like, why do you... Who's thinking of putting Donnie or New Kids on the Block in 2008 on this song, bro? Like,
yeah, that was really weird. Cause was that the time that they like went on tour with like Boys to Men or something? No, that was fairly recent. Went on tour with like Boys to Men. Sure. That tour Nelly was on it or some shit like that. That was fairly recent.
So your three are You're the Gentleman, Because of You, and what was the other one?
I think it's Stay With Me. I think that was the first album.
That's In My Own Words. That's the first album.
In My Own Words.
That got Stay With Me on it. All right, and that's So Sick. That's When You're Mad. Mirror.
Sexy Love.
Yep.
Mirror.
Yeah.
Get Down Like That.
Yep.
Keep me.
Yeah. No, those are three solid albums.
And then Because of You had All Because of You, Do You, and then Say It.
Say It came on in a party.
He's a hell of a writer, bro. Him and Dream, bro.
Neo had but I feel like his verses showed me that Neo seems to be one of those writers where he may write better for himself than for others.
Okay.
I'm not mad at that.
Right.
But I don't know. But from his catalog, is like from the only thing I know from Neo that he wrote His Mistake by Usher for Usher. He wrote
Beyonce.
Irreplaceable for Beyonce, and then That Girl by Marcus Houston and Mario.
Didn't he write for like Bieber or some shit?
Probably.
Oh no, he may have, man. But I feel like Neo was.
Take a bow.
Take a bow. I knew he wrote for Rihanna.
He wrote Spotlight for Jennifer Hudson. I don't like.
I didn't like that song.
It was big though.
It was. I was like.
I agree. I didn't care for it as much.
It was, but you do give him credit for that. But I just feel like his better songs were mostly on his
for
albums.
him. You're right. I agree.
If
I had to pick, he wrote a lot of good shit. Oh, for Pitbull.
Yes, he did.
That's fucking. Denzel Curry.
That is rap name.
Do y'all feel like how do y'all feel about R&B now?
Oh man, you know what? That question always is loaded to me when people ask that question. Why? Because people are asking that question, and I'm not saying rock you. I know I coming from you and being like an actual music person, but people who pose that question to me, they always have it. It always has this tone of like R&B now don't compare to R&B before. That's why I consider it loaded. Mm-hmm. And it's like if I don't answer with that, it's almost like you are already ready with your argument as to why.
Because they don't like what's going on.
Right. And I just think it like everything is supposed to, it progresses. It changes. Shit evolves with the times, right? Like singing Jodeci in leather in the desert is not, niggas don't do that nowadays. Niggas don't throw rocks at your window. So it only makes sense. They don't. So it only makes sense that that's not the kind of R&B music that we're getting. Let's be real. Am I lying?
It's R&B niggas want to rap.
Yeah, melodic rap niggas. I guess that's what it's turning into. That's what it's becoming. I'm not a fan of melodic rap like that. Like Roddy Ricch got some shit I like. I like him. Little Dusty Young Boy. I like him.
Give you all that
What's my other boy? My other boy, my little dirty young boy, from the Bronx.
Hey Boogie with the hoodie.
Like they're little nut ass young bulls to me, but like some of their music be alright. It be like catchy and shit, but they sad as shit. Like that's R&B. Like it's really sad, honestly. And they just happen to rap sort of. But I think I don't even. What I appreciate more, for sure, like 90s and early 2000s R&B versus now. But I really just think the R&B that's out now is a sign of the times, which is the same as what 90s R&B was, what 2000s R&B was. Like, that's what it was to me.
But that music is still, the music that we like is out there. However, I think it just comes with the short attention span of what's going on now, because you could easily turn on to your local old school, quotations, old school station here is 95.5 or 95.9 Magic 95.9, and it's like that kind of music is still around because Raheem DeVaughn is still touring, bro.
The old heads love that nigga.
What? I just seen him on IG. He was like, "Yeah, lady just paid her R&B time.
Yo,
lady gave her $50. Yes, she gave her $50. It's like what?
The nigga taking donations like he Umar.
Donations. I see you what you gave, brother. Make it 30 next time.
You know, I hear you. Like, I say that to just get like how people feel, like to see to see what their thoughts on like with R&B, like whether R&B now, like, and I do agree. Like, there's always like some like people want to have like an argument to like say like, oh, it's bad, this bad, got this, that, and the third. It's like I do feel like you should approach it like to have a conversation, not just to shit on it. I
exactly.
Do agree with that
exactly.
Because there's a lot of good. There's I was definitely one of the folks I did not like R&B. Like I feel like 2014, I was definitely one of the folks like I don't see it. Like it's the shit that's out there is not for me, and a lot of that was because it was too sad. Like
niggas love depression.
That's the only thing that I will criticize R&B now. Like it's good music, but I'll put this more on the men more than the women in R&B. Like it's too sad. These dudes don't want to talk about love in a positive way. Like it seems like it's just about tricking, you know, buying this, that, the third.
Yep.
You know, the occasional yam jams, which I'm all for.
Right.
You know, but even when you talk about love, you can't talk about it in a positive way. Like even when they talk about getting their heart broken, it's always in a negative way. It's always like you can only talk about meeting a girl in a negative way, in a dark way. Yeah. And I feel like there's nobody trying to make R&B songs that are love in a positive manner. Because that's the only thing I'll say that's the difference. And I don't think that, and like, I would just challenge like these dudes are like, yo, like, can y'all make songs about women like to show that you're like a vulnerable side? Because like y'all not supposed to be rappers. Like you said, like the singers trying to be rappers, and the rappers are the ones they got to be a little more tough. They got to show a little more edge. Like, and even some of them like they'll even have songs for women. You know, it's not like they try to shy away from that, but it's like they are supposed to be a little. You know, bitch, and talking shit while you are the singer. Yeah, you're supposed to be vulnerable.
Yup.
You're supposed to be as most
supposed to be bearing your soul. Yeah, that's like when we was talking about the we came on yesterday, the Moneybagg joint that he sampled with Scorpio. Yeah. Is that what it's called? Scorpio?
Yes.
That shit is, it's like, here's the thing. I don't hate the song, and Corey was saying he don't like the sample. I don't hate the sample, but I don't love it because it's like he's talking about a girl, a Scorpio, and his dealings or whatever, but it's like that shit mad abrasive in your voice. Like damn, bro, like soften up a little bit.
Yeah, bro. And that's been happening a lot because I absolutely hate that song. And I also hate the YG sample of Mary J. Blige. That was a complete miss to me. And I was just like, bro, I was so, you on TikTok, you hear people using it.
Wait, what song
all
is
the
that?
videos.
It's called Toxic.
Toxic, yeah.
How I go?
I don't know how his part go, but it's all I really want.
Oh, I didn't know that was. That is why she's song. I've heard that on TikTok.
But once you heard that part on TikTok without him rapping. Yeah. But once you hear the words, it's terrible, bro.
I didn't know it was a song.
It's fucking terrible, bro.